Hi everyone, this is Gavin from gavinsgadgets.com. Hope you're keeping well. And today I'm going to review the new Sony WH-1000XM2 headphones. So let's go check these babies out. Okay, so these are the Sony WH-1000XM2 and these are the brand new headphones. This is the champagne, what's it, gold colour. But I'll show you what I think of the colour in a minute. They say they're high res, they've got their Sense engine in it for Android and iOS, and I have tested them on both, so I can actually give you a verdict on how they sound on both. It's got NFC, Bluetooth, there's an app that comes with it, the Sony Headphone Connect app. There's some links there and I'll show you how that all works. And it says here, if you bring that a bit closer, that it's got personalised noise cancellation as well, optimises noise cancellation to changes in atmospheric pressures like airplanes. Quick attention turns down the music and imports ambient sounds for conversations. Can upscale with the DSEE HX setting. Yeah, not too sure about that. Hands-free calling, HD voice, 10-minute charge, does 70 minutes worth of playing. Can do up to 30 hours playback. Voice assist function, that's for Google and Siri or Bixby. Comes with a headphone cable, an airplane cable, micro USB and case. I'll show you what you get in the box now. So inside you get this lovely little hard case box. That's the case. You get the headphone cable, so you can do the high res music. So it does have the frequency response to allow for that. Some micro USB and some manuals there. Taking the headphones out of the case obviously to test them, but it's like so. What's neat, it has this divider here so the actual cups don't rub against them, and they also have this bit of cardboard that you can take out that shows you how everything works, as you can see. So putting that to one side, let's check out the headphones themselves. So these are the headphones, and this is supposedly the gold colour, but I say to you, you know, it's more grey than gold, and actually very disappointed, so I will probably go for black. So whatever you do, don't think if you get gold they're going to look gold. They're not even close. Definitely more of a horrible grey. So what you've got here, that's where your headphone jack goes in. Turn them around this way, it's the right way around. On off switch, your option between noise cancellation, ambient sound and off, and it's a toggle button. You've also got various mics stuff sitting on here to help with the noise cancellation. You've got the micro USB connection here, and you have the touch control, which is very simply swipe up, volume up, swipe down, volume down, skip a track or fast forward a track, double tap to play, pause, and same with the calls. It also links in with this app. Now I've put it on my iPad because I have tried this, got the app on my Notate as well. And you'll see that the codec it's using will be shown up there. Now that changes, so I can't explain. You know, if you want the highest codecs, it can do APT-X HD, it can do the Sony LDAC as well, it can do AAC, and there's reasons why it's got SBC at the moment. So the adaptive sound control is very clever. I'll check settings here a second, because it literally adjusts depending on what you're doing, and it does mean that you can actually have some element of understanding what's going on around you. So that works, and that's a slider to go and you can adjust it. So that's quite good. It means if you don't always, you do need sometimes to hear what's going on, and I quite like that. This noise cancelling optimizer is basically adjusting for atmospheric pressure. I'm fairly high up, not massively high up, but it has adjusted, and it goes through a quick setup that doesn't take too long. Sound positioning control is quite interesting. Now, if you use any of these effects, you can't use. You have to have. It will drop down, and it won't use the. It will stick to that stable connection, not priority and sound quality. So as soon as you go into any of these changes here, so if you tap on here, and you can adjust the different positioning of where the sound comes from, and it does work like a spatial awareness. You've also got various options here, so you can have arena, club, and the surround sound, concert hall and off. Again, it does lower the potential quality options. And on here you've got various equalizer options as well, and I'll just quickly run through those. As you can see, but on manual or custom one, you can tap in and you can move these scales up and down, as you can see. And then you've also got the clear bass down the bottom here, which is Sony's sort of that thing on clear bass. Now, if you switch to one of these, it does disconnect temporarily the headphones and switch. But if you put it on the highest, so if you put here priority on sound quality, that SPC will change to AAC. And because I got DSE Auto on it, that will say AAC DSEE. So if we quickly do that, it shows you what will happen there. Now, interesting, so as soon as you use the graphic or anything, it drops it to the lower codec. So it's the same on Android. If you've got APT-X, it will say APT-X for the highest quality, or APT-X HD or Sony LDAC, depending on what you've got. But if you use this on this setting, it drops the lower ones, or if you change any of this, it does that. So I would say it's worth taking the DSE off, because you might find you prefer it. And on some of the music, even though it's meant to upscale it, I've preferred it with the actual thing off. Anyway, that is the app. We'll just go back to these headphones a second. And actually, I could actually show you. So it's playing at the moment. And if I swipe there, you can see the track changed. If I swipe back, it goes back again. It's really, really good. And the volume as well. You can see the volume here going up and going back down. I've had to keep it off due to the sort of YouTube copyright nonsense. Alright, so that's all that. Just close it off. I'll take that away. So what do these sound like? Well, really good. But one thing I have noticed, there's not much padding. You know, this part here is plastic, it's quite hard, and there's only a tiny bit on the head here that offers some sort, some protection from padding. And the other thing is, this is plastic here, and if you notice when on your ears, you're pretty close to this bit of plastic, and really how they clamp on your ears, it actually can sometimes feel a bit uncomfortable. And if I look at, say, the Beats, they've got a much deeper, and you can see there's more padding before they actually get to your ears, and you can see the headband up here has a much, compare the two. Look at the difference in, actually I might just turn this off because they keep moving tracks and stuff. You can actually see the difference in how much more padding you get on the Beats headphones, and I do think the ear cups are better on the Beats. But in terms of sound quality, these do sound really, really good. Noise cancellation, all the noise cancellation options are fantastic. So you've got total control. You can customize the sound. You can have some voices coming in, so you can carry conversations who have some awareness of what's around you. But in terms of overall comfort, I will say that I don't think these are the most comfortable headphones because of the headband. Yeah, they're okay. They're not not the end of the world. And I do sometimes worry that when these are on your head, this bit of plastic here does actually sometimes hit on you. So how do these sound versus the let's say here, these are the new Beats Studio 3 Wireless. Well, actually, the Beats Studio 3 Wireless sound really, really good, and they do give the Sony a run for the money, and these are more musical. So they don't have all the high-tech wizardry. They do have the Apple W1 chip and the pure active noise cancellation. They do have the ability to turn the noise cancellation completely off as well. Here you can toggle noise cancellation, ambient sound and off as well. And sometimes I actually prefer the sound through these, even though the quality isn't necessarily as good as the music quality from the Sonys, but there is far more control. But I do worry about long-term comfort. I'm also really peeved about the colour of this. This is grey, it's nothing like gold at all. It's not the light falling in. Very, very disappointing in that respect. In terms of the new Bose Quietcomfort 35 Mark IIs, noise cancellation, I think the Bose in some respects is better marginally, but they're pretty close. The Bose do have the Google Assistant built in, and it's horses for courses. So if you like all your gizmos and a high fancy app, these are the ones to get. Don't think you'll be disappointed. They can do the high res music via Bluetooth, probably better, and the quality overall is better. The Beats are worth putting my Bose somewhere else, just lying around somewhere. These Beats aren't too bad either, but I think these are the new champs for everything you can get overall. Just be aware of the slight discomfort you might get and the practically non-padded headband. Anyway, this is Gavin from gavinsgadgets.com. If you've got any questions at all, let me know, and please leave a thumbs up, and catch you guys soon. Bye for now.